between the web-based version of OneNote and then the desktop version to help you understand why you want to be able to use both, but also just show you some of the functionality. So starting with the web-based version, it is set up pretty easy. You can see your different notebooks you have access to. You can add new notebooks. You can search for things in your notebook. You can add sections. You can add pages. We've got at the top of the home screen, very similar to if you're in Microsoft Word. For insert, it's very similar, but you do have a lot more functionality. You are able to insert files, which I will show you in a different video. You're able to insert links, audio clippings. You can, so if it pops up, it does take a moment. So it's hearing me record right now, and then I say stop. So there is a lot of extras, and if you don't like your audio clipping, you can delete it. Go back into insert. You are able to insert symbols. We've got math. We've got emojis. You can turn math on or off. Now you have access to all these, and so do your students. We've got emojis, forms. We've got stickers. I will go over, but I kind of want to just real quick. Stickers is one of the things your students do not have access to. I personally love to use the ones down here where you can like give comments, just because it makes it a little bit more fun for students to see it. And then under the draw category, that's where you can annotate stuff if you're using an iPad or you're using a screen that you can write on with hands. The draw features are great for that. View, your students who need it read to them, there is still the immersion reader feature. If your students have issues with colors, or if you want to set it up, you can change the color of the page to make it easier for them. Show author, basically who's writing. And then Class Notebook, this is the one for you as the teacher. From the online version, you can distribute pages to either the whole notebook, everyone who's in it, an individual person. You can set up group distributions, and then you can, if you have multiple notebooks, go across different notebooks as well. You can create a new section. So let's say I wanted a new section that says Unit 3, because I've got the first few. I would distribute, and it's going to be sent to every student. This is why I think it's super important to build everything in your teacher section and then get all your students in before you start trying to move stuff around to students. You can copy your content library. We can review students' work once we have some to look at, create a new notebook, and then you can add or remove people as well. So that's all of the stuff you get in the online version. Obviously very flexible. You can share things as well still, and it does link, like right now it is synced to my desktop one. So now I'm going to show you my desktop one. Now currently I'm in a different notebook because I wanted to show you how you go about adding a new notebook to the desktop version, because if you look here, it's not one of my notebooks listed. So we're going to come down here to where we say add notebook, and now it is there, my new notebook, and I'm going to choose to add it. Okay, so once it opens, okay, you've got some of the same functionality. Okay, what you'll notice, and while that's loading, I just real quick want to show, if I go back into home, when I'm looking at my highlighting options here, those are my color options. I've got color options there. When I'm in the desktop version, I've got more color options. Okay, I'm able to go in and I can pick multiple colors. So it's very much like how Word and PowerPoint, you get more flexibility in the desktop version. You'll get the same, you'll get to pick more colors. You've got some more options. When we look at insert, you still have a lot of the same ones, but the audio recording, you can say okay. You got a lot more things here in terms of you can stop, you can sit. It visually looks a lot better on the desktop version. And let me delete that one again. Still have access to the stickers, still have the equation stuff, but now I can type. It's just a little bit more convenient. I can take a screenshot right of it. Under draw, I've got a little bit more options as well. For view, we still have all the immersion reader. We can change the paper color, but as I was saying, you get some more colors. You can add paper style. So if you're a math teacher, you can add in grid lines. If you just think your students visually need a paper option, you can add that in as well. You can choose to hide your titles. I do not want to currently do that though. And then you also, if we go back, let me go back to view over here. If you notice view, I don't have the translate feature here, But when I come to the desktop version, I can choose to translate this whole page. So let's translate it from, let's let it do the auto detect, and let's say this time I want it to translate to Italian. And I'm going to say go, and now it has automatically translated my page. This is really great for if you have students who speak a foreign language, because you can make a copy of a page, translate it, and then offer the translated version in your content library. If we look at Class Notebook, for this one, it's very similar to the other one. Right now it looks like I can only distribute, but if I click on my student now, I can also review my student's work as well. So a lot of similarities, but there are slight benefits to both, and I will go more in depth when we go into creating pages in another video.